I'm Tracy with your weekly channeled oracle reading for June 8th through 14th, 2015. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are all keeping healthy and well out there and trusting your intuition, really listening to it. And I want to thank those who did send some feedback in regarding how we are helping them. God bless you guys for that. It's always good to know. Now, before we go get Whitehawk and channel the upcoming week's insights, tips, healings, energy forecast, I always go get Whitehawk and see, I always touch back on the previous week to see what congruencies came up. On my throat, so I don't know, I'll probably be coughing right through. Now, last week, Whitehawk had spoke of there would be one major change in your life, and so I'm wondering if anything like that happened. And it can simply be, it doesn't have to be a major change that has occurred in the physical world yet, but it can be just a thought that you had a major change in the heart, you had a major change in your thought process, and you're going to start to move forward on it. It could be as simple as that. It doesn't have to be the actual physical leaving of a job and starting a new job. It can just be the thought, the major change in the thought that, you know what, it's time to leave this job and move on to another, or it's time to leave this relationship and move into another loving relationship. Anything like that. So check back and see if that did occur for you. I think I did have a major change of heart or a major change in my thoughts as well. So we'll see if that comes to fruition in the upcoming weeks. And this is very in keeping with the monthly reading for June. So if you haven't had a chance to listen to that monthly oracle reading, please do, because there's a lot of good stuff in that as well. All right, well, let's go get Whitehawk and see what he has to say for this upcoming week of June. Indeed, little ones, welcome one and welcome all. There's no doubt it has been a very challenging season so far, has it not? Yes, indeed. There have been many and varying energies that have been engulfing us, that have been entrapping us or surrounding us. And so sometimes it feels almost as though we can't breathe through it all, and we're just keeping our head above water. And so that's the visual I get, that we're in water and we're just keeping our head above water, trying to, dog paddle just to keep it up there. He says, yes, for many of you, it really does feel that way, doesn't it? And that is because these energies can be very, very debilitating. We have discussed in the past about how the energies of change are very difficult and very painful, and they do very often precede the actual change, he says. And so what you're coming through is a major shift of consciousness within yourself, but also within the collective, he says. And so you are changing at a good time, but also a time where many others are changing it as well, which will take us to a new location in life and the world. And so they have been very challenging energies. There have been many varying energies, he says, that with the summer solstice, the change of the season into summer, he says, for us, for others, for fall. And so those can be very difficult energies as well, and challenging energies. So you put the energy of change with the seasonal change energies, he says, throw in there other cosmic happenings, and he says now you could probably understand as to why it almost feels like you can't breathe, and there's so much else going on in your mind, he says, as well, in regards to change, he says. And so you'll find that we have shown you how to ground, how to get through these energies as best as you can. And he says, in actuality, sometimes he says you just need to go through them to get to the other side. For indeed, you will get to the other side, I assure you, he says. Perhaps it'll be in a frenzied way, perhaps it'll be in a calm way, but you will get to the other side of these energies. And so for this upcoming week, you will find that the energies of change continue, the summer solstice energies continue, he says, throw in the Mercury retrograde and the other cosmic happenings, he says, and all that is going to continue. He says, but what is not going to continue is your frenzied outlook, your frenzied energies. I feel as though you are going to draw on your own power, draw on your own strength. And with that, when he says that, there comes a complete calm and a complete focus. Like you've just focused and you are here now. He says, yes, there will become a complete focus and you will move forward in your endeavors and your feats. And you will uncover things. And not only will you uncover things, you will move forward on things. And so it is a good week for realizations. And as those realizations come in, they're going to move you to a different front in your life. So a challenging week, an eye-opening week, but also a serene, sublime, bittersweet week, children. God bless. Know I'm always here for you. You may come and you may knock on my door anytime. God bless, children. God bless. Well, there you go. Thank you, Whitehawk. It's always interesting, to see what he has to say. And there's so many of you that are coming out and saying how much you love him, and you'd love to meet him, and that's just, I love that. I too would love to meet him in the physical. I did live with him in the physical in the past, and I get to speak to him in spirit, but it would be amazing to be able to hug him in the physical and just put my arms around him and say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for finding me, thank you for helping me, supporting us, and all that stuff. And so that's for you, Whitehawk. I hope you heard me. And I just see them blow me a kiss. Okay, so it looks like another interesting week up and coming, but all of it is moving us forward to a new location. And when we say location, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to, move to the other side of the country or anything like that. A new location in your life can simply mean you've grown, you've evolved, you've become stronger, you're empowered, you believe in who you are, you're creating boundaries to keep yourself safe. You believe, the big thing being you believe in yourself, you love yourself, you're taking care of yourself. It can be those simple things, but those little small things move you to a new location in your life, to a place of joy, to a place of empowerment, to a place of happiness, right? I mean, it can literally physically move you as well. Maybe you will be getting up and moving house. Maybe you will be moving job. It can be all that stuff as well. But because there's so many of us here and we're all at the same location at the same time, but moving locations, it can be very, very different, right? So there's many variables involved. So that's what that means. So I wish you the best this week. Don't forget to join us on Twitter, Facebook, Google+, because that's where Whitehawk did put down what the energies of change do feel like, and they were very painful, just so you know. And trying to think this week what he wrote that I can remember. I can't remember, it's gone. Sorry, you'll just have to visit the pages and read them and just feel them and see how they feel to you, how they suit you. All right, as always, I'm available for readings, personal private readings through YouTube. When I say YouTube, I mean you will get a private YouTube video. Nobody else gets to see it. A private YouTube video from me and Whitehawk. I do that for 15-minute or 30-minute readings. Or you can have a meeting with Whitehawk and I for an hour on Skype, FaceTime, or Google Plus Hangouts. All of those, Google Plus Skype you have to pay if it's out of country, I think, but it's very minimal, very, very minimal. But the rest are free. So, you know, take advantage of that. You don't even have to leave your house or anything, you know, and we can have a chat and give you a reading and help get you back on track in your life, give you support and guidance. So go to intuitivetracyroy.com for that. God bless. I'm Tracy for a Channeler's Channel. See you soon. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed what you see.